better luck second time. The first time it told me that I couldn't go live. Anyway, I'm here now, wearing my rose-tinted glasses. So I don't know where everybody is. I hope they're not all on waiting for me on the other live, because it didn't happen. It just wouldn't let me do it. It just kept saying, can't go live, can't go live. So I hope this one is live. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Lizzie. Yeah, the first time I tried it, it wouldn't let me go live. Yeah. When life gives you conjunctivitis, wear rose-tinted glasses. So that's why I'm wearing these. I'm hoping to distract you from my gunky eyes. So that's what it is today. So there'll be no crocheting done today, although it does say crocheting. I'm not feeling too bad now. I have to take eye drops every 2 hours for the first 48 hours. My GP was a fat lot of good. He just said, well, I just got a message saying we suggest you consult your pharmacist. When I went to the pharmacist, he said it's very cheeky of them. They should have given you a prescription instead of telling you to come here, because it cost me £16 for some antibiotic eye drops. Yeah. So it was very nice of him. If it had been yesterday, I couldn't have done the slide because they were glued together, completely glued together. I was like trying to prise them apart. Yeah. But today, at least, they are open, of kinds, of sorts. But they're not 100%, which is why I'm wearing the rose-tinted glasses. Yeah, I tried to go live about 5 minutes ago, and it just said you can't go live at this moment in time. So I thought, oh, right, okay, fine. I shall try again. So this is part 2. Oh, my eyes are itching. I'm trying so hard not to itch them. You're worn out. You've been fishing all morning. Oh, you're going to have a nap now. Well, I would have followed doctor's orders if I could have seen one. But over here in the UK, trying to see a doctor is like trying to get an audience with the Pope. So I'm following pharmacist's orders at the moment. As I said, the doctor couldn't be bothered. I tried to get an appointment. Just go and see a pharmacist, he said. He said, it is defying me again. It's actually glowing now, but it's doing my head in. The wood we got last is damp. So the flipping thing won't light, and it's getting on my nerves now. No, I don't know how I've caught it. I'm maybe suspecting it was very, very windy the other day. And I'm thinking maybe sand has blown in my eye. So I'm thinking that's what happened. Maybe sand. Hi, Trudy. That's all I can think of, because I've not been near the dogs. Well, I've been near the dogs, but the dogs don't come near my face. And I've not been near any little kiddies, and I'm usually quite good with hygiene. You know, I don't rub my eyes with dirty hands. I haven't been out in the garden or anything like that. Yes, very runny at the moment. They're a lot better. Yesterday they were glued together. They were like stuck. So it was fun. I went shopping yesterday with my son, and we went to Asda, which is like Walmart to people in America, and consulted the pharmacist, and he said the doctor was a bit cheeky, not prescribing for me. He did suggest I went to the walk-in centre, but I was about to start doing the shopping for the week. I'm on my own next week with the dogs, and I wasn't in the mood to go and spend 2 hours at the walk-in centre, so I said, no thanks, I'll just buy the. So it cost me £16 for a teeny weeny little bottle of antibiotics, which I've got to put drops in every 2 hours for the first 48 hours. Not during the night time, only during the day. I don't think I would have been waking up every 2 hours in the night time to put drops in, do you? No, you don't put them in just before bed, apparently. I don't know why, but you don't. I've got my leaflet here. So I've got, what have I got? Can't read it because of my chlora, what? Chlorampheticol antibiotic eye drops, yeah. Is it cold? It is now. It wasn't today. I went and sat in the conservatory while I was trying to read because I couldn't. I've not been doing my crocheting, and so I was sat in the conservatory because it was warmer there. Yeah, there's a lot of a relief, Lydia, since yesterday. Honestly, it was there were. I woke up yesterday morning and I thought, I can't see what's happening. I can't open my eyes. They were just literally stuck. So I thought, oh, this is great. Yeah. And I'm trying to light me fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. And it is driving me potty. I'm having to use pallet wood at the moment and coal to try and get the fire to light at all because it is just not lighting. I think I said yesterday the last lot, hi Chris, the last lot of wood we've got is damp. I'm not very happy with him. I'm going to show you what wool I've been buying him just in case you didn't see my video. Oh, I can't reach the other one. Hang on a moment while I reach it. I got some white sparkle yarn, but I'm quite disappointed really because it's not very sparkly. These are what I've bought. I've got 6 of each. I've not just got these odd ones. It's not patent, it's Signet Boho Spirit. It's not as bright as it's appearing on here. This one is called Cosmic. It's actually quite a lot darker than it's appearing. But I do like it. Hi, June. And the other one is called Zest. Now, this is quite bright, actually. But that's Zest. No, they're not a fashion. I'm just hiding my gunky eyes from the world. I'm wearing rose-tinted glasses. As they say, when the world gives you conjunctivitis, you wear rose-tinted glasses, don't you? Yes, so I got those and I got some white sparkly wool, but it's not very sparkly. Quite disappointed with it, really. When you want sparkly wool, you want sparkles. No, not really fashionable, are they? Come on, Chris, They're not exactly glam. Yeah, it's me and the doggies all next week. They're leaving this morning. I know when I went to knit club one time, a woman at knit club said she wanted it. Can I have them? I went, no, can't have them. Bought and paid for. Can't have them. I said, no, I like them. They don't suit me, but I like them. Hi, Nathan. Yeah. No, I don't think the world's ready for my gunky eyes, so I thought I'd cover them up. It distracts, you see. Yeah, I'm trying to get the fire going. The fire's not... Well, I think Elton would have probably paid an awful lot more money for his than I paid for these. They're just cheapo plastic ones. Oh, dear. I don't think they're really good in ultraviolet light. I think they're just whatever. Oh, got it. How have I got a fuzz in my mouth when I haven't been crocheting? Yeah, I haven't been doing any crocheting. My eyes have been so sore. I've been trying to read, but that's not been very successful, really. But I can't sit and do nothing. It just drives me bonkers. Yeah. And the TV's pretty dire because I don't have any of the specialised channels. I don't have the Sky or the Netflix or any of that stuff. I just have plain old Freeview, I don't have any of that stuff. Hey, I'm poor. Poor. Took some more stuff down to that shop. I just dropped the bag off and I was going to go back and pick it up, but when I went back, they were shut. Don't know where they were, but they were shut. Said it was open, but it wasn't. So I was going to go down on Friday, but of course then this happened. So I said, "Oh, I'm not going." So I phoned them up and said, "Is that bag in your way?" And they said, "No, it's not." So I said, "I'll pick it up." I can't go this coming week because I won't leave the dogs. My son says, "Oh, leave them, they'll be fine," and all that, but I won't. I won't leave them. They've got a dog walker coming to take them out, so a few days. So I don't have to bother about that. Not that I could walk them. Rosie pulls like nobody's business. She pulls like a train. Phew. She might not be a big dog, but she's very, very strong. And the little one, oh God, she's built like a tank. When she wants to go somewhere, she wants to go somewhere. You know what I mean? So I'm not looking forward to a week of sleeping with the little one, the French bulldog, because she weighs a ton and she tramples all over me all through the night. Well, I had thought about fastening him to my scooter, but I thought, no. What did he stop for a wee? I'd be dragging him along the seafront. Not very nice, is it? Not very nice. Yeah. Oh, there was some idiot in Blackpool with a seagull on a lead, dragging it along. Anyway, they had to put the seagull to sleep because it was so badly injured. I mean, how idiotic is that? Putting a seagull on a lead. Oh, dragging it along the pavement. Not very nice, is it, poor seagull? Yeah, you saw it on Facebook. That's awful, isn't it? It was so badly injured, they had to put it to sleep. It's a good job Isaac's not on here. He'd have had something to say, wouldn't he? He loves his pigeons and birds and stuff. Obviously, one of Blackpool's finest. No, it wasn't a pet. I don't think he just dragged it. You don't have a seagull as a pet, do you? You fly free. No, dragging it along the pavement. Ugh. If it was a pet, he would at least have been just like walking it, wouldn't he? Letting it walk. Ugh. I don't know, but it still wasn't nice, was it, dragging it along? And it was so badly injured it had to be put to sleep. No, come on, that's not having it as a pet, is it? He's probably one of Blackpool's finest, from the pharmaceutical brigade that live in Blackpool. We have a few of them at the other end of Fleetwood that trade in pharmaceuticals, if you follow my drift. Yeah. Now, come on, people. Where's my thumbs? Thumbs. I'm going to be cheeky. Thumbs, please. Thumbs. He was dragging it across a crossing. The poor little thing wasn't on its little legs. Yeah. He was dragging it along, poor little sausage. It wasn't walking. Seagulls are meant to be free, aren't they? They're not meant to be dragged along on a lead. We used to have a guy in our street used to walk ferrets. But I mean, ferrets are a bit tamer, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, the white coat. Oh, well, a lot of them around here need a white coat. Not just where I live, it's nice where I live, but if you go further up into the centre of Fleetwood, there's quite a few of the pharmaceutical kind, if you know what I'm saying. Or the brewery kind, with a can permanently attached from breakfast till supper. Yeah. Hi, Jane. Oh, dear. And I don't mean a can of Coca-Cola, by the way. I mean something a little bit stronger than that. It wasn't Red Bull has you wings. Gives you wings. Yeah, I haven't done any crocheting more or less all this week, actually. Especially not since my eyes went gummed up. Yeah. They're not even the job centre, Nathan. It's, the, what is it? The PIP, PIP brigade. Oh, gosh. What about the Big Dipper thing at Blackpool breaking down and everybody having to walk down from it? I bet that was a bit of a scary thing to do. I was on it once when it broke down at the top and I was swinging about on it as a teenager. That was enough for me. I never went on it again. It did eventually get going again and start going round again. But this was that thing that goes like that. The one that broke down I was on was the big wheel. Yeah, they had to walk down from the top. Oh, God. I'd have been like, I will stay in here. I'm not walking now. They'd have had to send a crane up for me. Yeah, there's a picture of them in the paper of them all walking down this big ramp thing like that. Yeah, they said they had to stop it because of the high weather. I thought, well, why did they start it in the first place? Surely they knew there were high winds because it was awful. It was gusting. I was nearly in the sea a couple of times in my scooter. It was really gusting. It wasn't like a steady wind. It was like a whoosh, that kind of wind that just hits you and knocks you flying. Yeah. So I'm surprised they actually started the ride in the first place. I thought they would have closed it. Eh, I've got eye drops, Jane. That's why I'm wearing my rose tinted glasses. It's to shield you from my gummy eyes. Oh, they won't get anywhere with a compensation claim, will they? I think it says on the bottom, doesn't it, you ride on this ride at your own risk. You wouldn't get any money out of a fairground company, that's for sure. I'm sure it says that in big letters at the bottom of every ride. You ride on this ride at your own risk. So unless you're actually ejected and you come flying off the top, then I don't think there's a lot you can do about it. Mm. Oh, come on, I've only got 13 thumbs up and there's 32 people in me boom. Come on, thumbs, thumbs. I didn't get them checked by the GP. All I got was a cryptic little message saying, we suggest you go and get in touch with the pharmacist. When I went to see the pharmacist, he said, you should have seen a GP with these eyes. He said, why didn't you see one? I said, because I couldn't get an appointment. Well, go to the walk-in centre. I said, oh, I'm not spending 2 hours sitting in the walk-in centre. I suppose it would have saved me £16 because that's what it cost me for the prescription. Little tiny bottle like that, no bigger than that. £16. Oh, well, at least my eyes are not glued together anymore. Got to look on the bright side, haven't you? Mm-hmm. Well, my family are off to Spain about 2:30 this morning. And they're going till, I think they're coming back Thursday evening. They're going to see some friends in Spain, leaving me with the doggos. So it's me and the doggies from now until Thursday. So that's where I was when I had my eyes at the pharmacy. I was in Asda, Walmart, people in America, getting my groceries in for the week. Because I don't cook, so it has to be stuff that I can make myself. Yeah, I wasn't about to start branching off into anything too complex. There'd be no air fryers, nothing like that in my house. Oh dear. Yeah, so I'm not wearing these as a fashion statement, Jane. I'm wearing these for a reason. Yeah, and my fire is just about. Yeah, it is going now. I might put some coal on it actually, if you just bear with me. No, Lydia, I'm definitely not ordering any ice cream. It probably, if I ordered it now, it probably wouldn't arrive before midnight. So no, don't think midnight's the right time to be eating ice cream. Although technically you can eat ice cream at any time of the day or night, I suppose. But I prefer to eat mine at a more civilised time. I'm going to put some coal on. Oh, dearie me. Coal, coal. Oh, flipping heck. At least I can stay warm then. Why does coal never go when you want it to go? Why does it always fall down the hole? Fall down the gap? My son can put a shovelful on and it goes exactly where he wants it to go. Ah, right. Ow! Oh! Oh dear dear. I'm wearing my, what do you call them, pashmina or something? Little shawl. Oh! Oh, that was hard work putting the coal in the right place. I had to put it on piece by piece. My son can get a shovelful and chuck it exactly where he wants it to go. With me, it all falls down the side. Oh, that was so painful. Do you know I've never been to Alton Towers, Nathan? Never have. Yeah. Oh, come on with the thumbs up. Don't you like me? Hey? 35 people are lurking. And I've got 17 people with the thumbs up. Oh, come on. I'm not well. Suffering. Thank you, whoever gave me a thumbs up. You're visiting your parents for a short flight tomorrow. Oh, gosh. I haven't been on a plane since I can't remember when. I haven't even got a passport. No point in getting one. What's all? If you're in the UK, what's all this? We've got to get photo ID to go and vote. Well, I wasn't fussed about voting anyway, and I'm certainly not going to get any photo ID just to blooming well vote. I'll not bother, thanks. They're all the blooming same, aren't they? Don't matter which party you vote for. Eee. Well, at least you don't need your passport, do you, if you're flying in America, from in America to in America. I don't know anybody to fly to. And I've spent so much money recently that I can't even afford to go anywhere at the moment. Oh, gosh, money's just going, yeah. I actually get to vote now for a PM. I don't know what I'm voting for, Chris. I think it's just the local election. I don't know what goes on. I take no notice. Yeah. As I said before, when I was younger, I used to think my vote made a difference. Now I think, nah, what's the point? I've gone cynical in my old age. I'm not political in the slightest. So I know if Rick was on here, he'd be telling me political things, but it's like water off a duck's back with me at the moment. I'm not interested. Oh, I mean, I don't know anybody around here anyway. I didn't impress which. I knew one. I knew my local MP impressed which because he was some good actually. But not me. I certainly am not going to go and get a photo ID just to go and vote. No. Oh. And they're saying the polling stations are going to be overwhelmed. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's just to prove that we're not going to. I mean, who'd want to go twice? Let's face it. To make sure we are who we say we are when we go and vote. Oh, I can't be bothered, Lydia. I really can't, honestly. As I say, when I was younger, I used to think it made a difference, but uh, now, nah. Oh, I've lost some people. I had 30 odd people before. Now I've only got 29. People have left me. It is an utter waste of time, all this voting. It's either rigged or it doesn't make any difference or whatever. You believe what you want to believe. Politicians are all in it for themselves. I'm sorry, but I don't believe any of them are honest or truthful or what. But they're not far behind in it. It is all broken promises. Promise the world, vote for me, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do the other. And when they get in, it's like, oh, did I really say that? Did I really say that? Well, no, didn't really mean that. Yeah. None of them go follow through. I don't care which party you vote for, they're all what we've been saying. Oh. At least we don't tell them the rah, 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 boo, ha, hoo, ha, hoo, ha that you do in America. Rally, 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 rally. We don't have any of that, thank God. That would drive me insane. You know, all this wearing the right hat and whatever, and people being attacked because they got the wrong colour hat on. And no, we might have a few arguments in the pub over here about who votes for who, but apart from that, no. We don't have any punch ups, and I'm not speaking to you because you're voting for the wrong party, and I'm unfriending you from Facebook because you're not a follower of X, Y, and Z. No, we're not that bad over here. We don't take it that seriously, I don't think. Oh dear. We just look at it and think, nah, oh well. I mean, Nathan's right. It is all broken promises. That's all we ever get off any of them. Broken promises. If you get more out of them in America, you're good. You're good because we don't here. I don't think it. I think it's the same worldwide, isn't it? You know, if you're in France or Italy or Greece or wherever, it's all broken promises everywhere you go. Yeah, I don't think it matters. Yeah, my eyes feel like they've got lumps of coal in them every time I blink. You've got it all wrong according to Sammy. Well, your son always knows better than you. You should know that. When he grows up, he'll realise how much you actually know, Jane. It's second nature for a kid to rebel against their parents, isn't it? When they're that age, they all think the parents are completely batty, don't they? I mean, I certainly did. I thought my parents were completely balmy when I was a teenager. And then when you grow up, you realise, hey, you know, they were right after all. I used to think they were completely bonkers, my parents. All their ideas were old fashioned and all wrong, and you know, they weren't with it, they weren't with the times. And then you grow up and you know better, don't you? You think, yeah, they had a point. They were quite right at the time, yeah. He's still a whippersnapper, Jane. He's still got a lot of growing to do. My son kept saying I was mowing people down with my trolley in the supermarket. I was nowhere near anybody. He kept saying, whoa, you're going to knock people over. I'm like, I'm nowhere near anybody. Kamikaze driver, he said I was. I never hit anybody. What were you doing with that trolley? I thought any minute now I'll ram it in the back of your knees and you'll know what I'm doing with trolley. I'll kneecap him with my trolley. Oh, he's still bossy with me. He's 54 and he's still bossy. What are you doing with that trolley? Which aisle are you going down now? It was a supermarket I'd never been in before. If you've never been in the supermarket before, you do not know which aisle has got the products that you're looking for. So in the end, I got my shopping list and I kept saying, where's such a thing? Where's such a thing? Because you come here before. I've not been in that shop before. When you go in a shop every week or every month or whatever, you know exactly which aisle, unless they mess them about. But you know which aisle you're going for, don't you? I had no idea where the milk was. I had no idea where the bread was, And I'm like, where's this? Where's that? Where's the other? Where's the cornflakes? Where have they gone? And I haven't got time to go up and down every single flipping aisle looking at all the stuff I didn't want, I knew what I wanted because I had my list, yeah. I still missed a couple of things off it because I got fed up in the end and decided I wanted to come out, yeah. Still, I had stuffed mushrooms for my tea today. Yeah, I've tried my best with fire. It's going a bit. My son's come to rescue me fire.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, I put a bit of coal on to try and see if I could get it to burn a bit. If it's still going, that's fine. Because it's getting. As long as it lasts me to go into bed, I'll be fine.
Aye.
Yeah, I like to go in the supermarket in and out, and some people like to spend the whole day in there. Oh dear. I had a friend who had to go up every aisle, yeah, just in case there was something that she might want. Oh, I hated that. Oh. And I used to take my father-in-law and his lady shopping. She was blind and he was deaf, and that was fun because I had to read all the labels to them. Everything they wanted. Used to take us forever to go around the shop. I think we could have made a TV series out of it. Is it going now?
Well, it was going already. I've just rearranged the coal, that's all.
Yeah. Struggling a bit. You go and having a nap now before you go?
I don't know. I can sleep when I don't want to and then can't when I do.
Yeah, well, sleep on the plane.
Can't do that.
No, I never could.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Hi, Rick. Yeah, my father-in-law was deaf, so you had to shout at the top of your voice, attracting, all the sore. As I say, his lady friend was blind, so she couldn't read any of the labels, so we had to read all the labels, yeah. Yeah, it is awkward, yeah. How are my eyes? They're a lot better than they were, but hence the pink glasses, so you don't want to see my gummed up eyes, yeah. So, yeah, I got eye drops in every 2 hours, yeah. Well, it is a bit awkward when he's in the room. Yeah, it's not to say anything about, well, I was before one time when I said I was going to ram him up the back of his knees with my trolley, but why would I want to call on Mrs. Peach? She doesn't sound like my kind of person. Cutting her tea bags in half and stuff. She'll pray for me. Oh, God, no. Can't do with God bothers, thank you. I'll pray for myself. I can't do with all that jazz. I can understand people asking for prayers when they're seriously ill. But when I get things on Facebook saying, can you pray for my son? He's got earache. And I'm like, no. No. You were quieter, yeah. No, I can't be coping with all that God bothering stuff. It's not that I'm not religious, but I have my own religion. But I don't like this. Please pray for me and God will be with you. And all. Nope. No. We were talking about that the other day, actually. I was saying Christianity to me is how you behave towards other people, not whether you go to church or not. Yeah. To me, I judge by people by how they treat other people, not by the fact that they go to church and they say they're going to pray for everybody. To me, that is, yeah, no. If somebody is charitable, somebody is good towards other people, somebody who does good deeds towards other people, that to me is more how I view religion, not whether you're sanctimonious and you go to church every week. No. So I don't want to be preached at. Thank you very much. I do my own good deeds. I do good deeds for people. I don't do as many now as I used to when I was younger because I don't have the money. But, oh gosh, yeah, I can't be doing with these. I'm praying for you. I'll pray. Oh, no. Can't be doing with them kind of people. You're being facetious, yeah. I hope you are, Rick, yeah. As my dad used to say, there's more bad people that go to church every Sunday that don't, yeah. Just because they go, they think it absolves everything they do nasty all during the week, yeah. Hi, Jumping Frog Dream Creations. Ooh, what is a jumping frog dream creation? Do you make jumping frogs? Or you like jumping frogs? I've got visions of you now going whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, dear. I mean, I don't call myself a sinner, even though I don't go. Oh, it's just your business name. It doesn't mean I don't, whatever. Anyway, we're not talking about religion. We're not going into that. It's Saturday night and we're not going into that sort of stuff. Yeah. Oh, dear. So I'm going to have a quiet week this week anyway. Whether I'll get back to my crochet or my crocheting, as the Canadian crotcheter says. I don't know. Depends on my eyeballs. You had to do your taxes. Oh, I don't have any of that because I don't earn any money. It was bad enough when I was self-employed when I had the shop. Oh, God, I used to dread it. I had an accountant, but you still got to do your taxes, a lot of it. You know, you have to hand him all the right relevant bits of paper and everything. I think it's a bit lukewarm, Lydia. I don't think they're as excited as I remember. I was only a child, though, them being, for when Queen Elizabeth. I don't think people are that thrilled about the coronation. You know, there's no street parties and stuff like that. I think people will enjoy a weekend off or something, yeah. But I'm not doing anything special. Oh yeah, I'll probably watch it on the telly. You know, I'll probably watch it. Well, no, he hasn't got the pomp and circumstance as the late Queen had. Yeah, she was very regal, wasn't she? He isn't sort of a. He doesn't cut a dash, does he, like the Queen did? I'm sorry, Charlie, but you don't exactly cut a dash like the Queen did. You know, everybody looked up to the Queen. She was very regal. Even if you're not a royalist, everybody liked the Queen. But, Charles, we can take him or leave him, really, I think, yeah. I don't think it'll be as, he is more down to earth, I suppose, yeah. But I don't think it'll be a big deal, like, the Queen's coronation. God, people came from everywhere to that. I'll give him his due. He has scaled it down and got rid of a lot of the hangers on. You know, the people, the royal family who don't do anything except just draw money. He is weeding them all out, isn't he? No, I won't be buying a souvenir mug. I think we did get one when I was a kiddie for the Queen, but because he's got broken years ago. Can't remember what we got for the Queen. I'd only be 7, so I can't remember. I think we got a little coin in a little thing and a mug. I think we got. Yeah, at least our prime ministers are living. Yours are half dead. Sorry, but you seem to only appoint people in their 70s and 80s over there. What's going on with you lot? There's only Barack Obama that was in the land of the living. I mean, do you think they're older and wiser over in America or something? Do you think when they get to 70 and 80, they're wise? Is that why you only ever elect people that age? They've always got one foot in the grave, haven't they, over there in America? I would love for you to be a president-elect, president in his 40s and his 50s, apart from Barack Obama. He was the only young one. You know, why you don't have young people up for president? Do you not have any young people in America who want to be president? Yeah. Yeah, he's a doddery old thing. And, I mean, the one who wants to be president is even more doddery. You know, he's a screw loose, that one. God help you if he goes for re-election. I wouldn't like his finger on the button. They're past it, they are. To think they've got their finger on the button of the nuclear war and that, then, they're doddery. They're past it. They won't retiring, let alone being voted for. I mean, I'm not saying Rishi Sunak is the man that I would have chosen, but at least he's done at the age of 90. I don't know why you don't have anybody younger. Why do they have to be over 70? Apart from Barack, yeah. Well, I don't know much about politics, so I don't like getting involved, but, they're all a bit old, aren't they? That's all I know. Well, I see who's running for president, and I'm looking, he's how old? Come on, Rick for president. Yeah, but just recently, there's not been anybody young, has there? I mean, Trump was past it. Biden's even more past it. Da 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 da. Hey ho. Hey. Well, what's the weather like everywhere? It's not rained today. That's a red letter day. It hasn't actually rained today. I wonder if we'll see Shad today. Or will he be fishing? We missed him last week, didn't we? Didn't come on at all. Yeah, I'm missing doing my crocheting, but I can't. Well, I can see to do it, but it was sunny. It was warm in the conservatory, but that was like behind glass, wasn't it? But this room never gets any sun. It is the coldest room in. I'll be sitting in the conservatory next week with the dogs. If it's sunny, that is. If it's not raining. I don't know what the weather forecast is. I haven't had a look. It says it's 9 degrees C and cloudy here. Yeah. Hi, Kaz. Oh, you got work tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not feeling too bad apart from the eyeballs, but apart from that, I'm fine. Yeah. Oh, dear. Did you see my wonderful nondescript baby book? Wasn't it a disappointment? Somebody said my face said it all when I was doing that video. All I can say is Nordic babies must be very boring. I just wasted £16 on that book. Yeah. I don't know. It's just an infection in your eyes, isn't it? It could have been sand that blew in my eyes because it was very windy the other day. It felt like grit, underneath my eyeballs that started it off. And then it all went red, like conjunctivitis. Well, it is conjunctivitis, I think. Although it has not been diagnosed because I haven't seen a doctor. You got your birthday gift to yourself today? Go on, tell me. Tell me what you got. There's no room for any more soldiers in your house, Jane. No more for any nutcrackers. I think your house is a bit overflowing with nutcrackers. Oh, a recliner, that's better. Oh dear. Yeah, I went out on Thursday and it was very, very gusty. The wind nearly blew me in the sea in my scooter. And I think it was sand that blew in my eyes because it started Thursday night when I came back from being out at the cafe. And when I got up Friday morning, I couldn't see because they were glued together completely. Oh, the patterns. It wasn't it a boring book? I'm not keeping it. I don't know who I'm going to give it to because I don't think anybody's that excited to get it. Well, I'm certainly not posting it because it weighs a ton. Hi, Susan. I do usually wear my glasses, but since I've got this new scooter, I don't seem to get as much blowing in my eyes. Hi, Jill. A movie called Daniel Blake. Oh, it focused around a job centre. Oh, gosh, yeah. I bet that was thrilling. If they had the same kind of people as I used to get in mine. Yeah. Did any of them want any work? Oh, that went in that job centre. Because none of them ever did that came in mine. La la, razzmatazz, razzmatazz. Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's all they're coming for. And if you don't give it to them, my goodness me. Woo-hoo. It is my God-given right. The government pays me the money. I said, and who pays it to the government for you to get the money? I said, people who are working. And one guy said, well, more fool you then. It's not up to you to tell me whether I can get the money or not. It's up to the government because the government pays my money. Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? Not a clue. They think the government has a big pot of money that, yeah. Oh, good, cars. Yeah, Fiberfloozy is Jill, although Shad insists on calling her Blossom, yeah. Oh, gosh. I mean, yeah, some people are ill and they can't work, but most of them just don't want to, yeah. Most of them have a what they call a shyness for work, yeah. I know that feeling very well, Jill. We've had 3 teenagers and 1 5-year-old here this week. So it's been a little bit manic. I've been keeping out of the way. I have been keeping out the way. I'm not up to this sort of stuff. The 3 teenagers insisted on going to Blackpool and came back looking like drowned rats because they picked the worst day ever to go. Ramos what? Emilio. My eyes are a bit better. I've been on antibiotic eye drops. I've got to take them every 2 hours for 48 hours. So I've done about 12 hours so far. So they are feeling a lot better. They still feel like they've got lumps of coal underneath the eyelids, but no, they're going about 2:30 this morning, or tomorrow morning, I should say. They're still clanking about upstairs with hobnail boots on as usual. To say they don't wear shoes upstairs, yeah. What happened to my eyes? I think it's conjunctivitis, Susan, although I couldn't see a GP, so that was the pharmacist's guess. It was my guess as well, because they're pink. My eyes are pink and stuck together. Yeah. So that's why I'm wearing these silly glasses. Or rose tinted glasses. That's why I'm wearing them, yeah. So that I can look beautiful. Give the book to Sheila. Oh, she doesn't crochet all that much. Yeah, I've not been near any kiddies. I've not been near I've been near the dogs, but not, and I've not been in the garden. I've not had dirty hands. All I can think of is sand that's drips of sand that's blowing in my eyes, and that's all I can say. Yeah. Yeah, what was that? Can't remember what I had then. It weren't pink eye last time. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't pink eye last time. This is definitely pink. I know you can't see because I've got red, but it's definitely red all around the eyeball. I don't know why I wore dark glasses the other week. Yeah, that's what worries me is my, whether it scratches your new eye, cataract thingamajigs, yeah. Yeah, I had my eye up, yeah. Yeah, I might have touched something. I try not to be rubbing my eyes all the time, but I've had very itchy eyes since I had my cataracts done. Yeah, I try not to rub them because you're not supposed to rub them when you've had new lenses, are you? But it happened, and I suppose I'll never know what it was, but it just feels like grit under the eyelids when I blink. It's not so bad as it used to be. But yesterday, I just felt like, every blink was torture. But today, it's not so bad. Oh, no, we live in the UK here, Lydia, no. We don't get appointments with ophthalmologists. I did have one, but it got cancelled, didn't I? About the bleed behind my eye. Yeah. Yeah. It was so windy on Thursday. I think that's what happened. I think the grit, the sand. I went along the seafront and my scooter, and I think the sand must have got blown in my face. Yeah. Oh, opticians over here. Yeah, I'm supposed to be making an appointment with the optician, but I'm not going yet. I haven't got any money. I'm sick of forking blooming money out this last week. This last month. It's been money, 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 money all this last month. I know it's the same for everybody, so I'm not moaning. But there comes a time when you have to say, no more. I ain't going to spend any more money. I need to save up. I want my trip to Prestwich, don't I? Yeah. I want to go to Prestwich. I need to go to Prestwich. For my sanity's sake, I need a trip back to Prestwich. Go back to see the old haunts, go back to the old shops, go back, have fish and chips in my lovely fish and chip shop. Well, that'll be more money, won't it? Money, 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 must be funny. Come to Norfolk, what with buttons? I need to save up. It's not easy at this moment. Everybody's in the same boat. Used to be not easy to save up, but you could put a bit by, couldn't you, at one time? But now everything has gone up. Everything you buy is like £1 or £2 dearer than it used to be, and everything's got to come to a head. It's got to do. We cannot go on like this in the UK. I presume you're the same all over the world, but Oh, food's gone up, clothes gone up, everything. I'll take a picture when I go back, Rick, and put it on Facebook and Instagram of my fish and chips before I eat it. Yeah. The new Hobby Lobby. Oh, I'm not going. Did you see the video that Crochet Rocks had done? Everything seems to be so expensive in there. You want to see a picture of my fish and chips? Yeah, I will do. I will do that. Yeah. Yeah, it's so hard to save anything at the minute. I mean, I never have. I'm not moaning. Everybody's in the same boat, but I never have enough money anymore to save anything. Whereas I used to be able to save a little bit, but everything. Food's gone up. Everything. It's all to do with this. The energy is why the food's gone up because it's costing more money to get the food into the shops. It's costing more money for them to grow the food because everything's gone up that they're buying. I understand why, but it doesn't help, does it? Well, as a pensioner, I'm on a fixed income. It doesn't go up. Well, it's gone up actually. £19 a month I get extra. What good is that? That doesn't even cover anything, does it? £19 a month. And you think they were giving me the world, yeah? I went to the supermarket yesterday. I spent £64. And that wasn't even a week's worth of food. £64. There was no luxury items or anything. That was just what I got. £64. I mean, that would have cost me about, what, 35 or 40? Not that long ago, yeah. You get to the total and you think, £64. It's ridiculous. Yeah, you can't even have egg and chips anymore, can you, Lydia? All the cheap stuff, yeah. Yeah, I would be lost without my recliner, Jane. I would, honestly. I had a sleeping mind this afternoon. I nodded off. I was reading, whether it was because my eyes were sore and it was the book and that, but I was reading, so I fell asleep. I get comfy in my recliner. I get laid back like that, and woof, I'm gone. I can sleep in my recliner better than I can sleep in my bed. Although I do like my bed. I had a bit of a lie-in this morning, but it didn't last long because Rosie came in. Rosie doesn't like me having a lie-in. She's like, "Where's Grandma? Hello? Grandma? Where are you?" She can open my door. She can open all the doors now, Rosie. They're all on ball catches, so, you can't, shut them properly. So, boom, she's in. Yeah, at one time, egg and chips you could get was quite cheap dinner, wasn't it? But it's not anymore. And I think the chair's got unplugged again, and I'm not going looking for it. I think it's unplugged. Every time my daughter-in-law hoovers. Oh, no, it's not. It's going. Yay, it's going. It's not unplugged itself for once. No, they're away for a week, and then the week after, I've got my appointment with my GP to see about my spine. So that should be fun. Not. And then I'm trying to arrange with my niece when I can go back to Prestwich for a week. Or a few days, I should say, not a week. Can't afford to go for a week. Probably be about 2 or 3 days I'll go. You know. Oh. Oh, that's nice. Buzzing up and down. Zzz. Yeah, egg and chips. To me, I could eat that. I love egg and chips. Has to be a dippy egg though, so you can dip your chips in it. I don't think I need the heating on because it's not working. No point having using the electric for heating when I've got a cushion. Oh, just having my chair to buzz. If you can hear anything go zzz, sorry about that. It's my chair. Yeah, egg and chips or poached egg on toast I like. I had stuffed mushrooms for my tea today. The big mushrooms stuffed with cheese. That's what I had for my tea, my dinner today. And a toast with pate on it. Yeah. No, I don't like brown sauce. It has to be red sauce for me. I'm not a lover of brown sauce. HP, Houses of Parliament sauce. I don't like Houses of Parliament sauce. You can tell I used to read the sauce. I was an avid reader when I was little, and I used to get told off if I read books at the table. So I used to read the sauce bottles, the ingredients and everything on them, all the labels of everything that was on the table. Because we weren't posh, we used to put the sauce bottle and the vinegar bottle and everything on the table. No poop and that wouldn't do very well here. Certain people around here do not seem to think that they should pick up after their doggies. Most people do, I will say that. Most people do. But every now and again, it's awful because the seafront's all concrete so you can see it. Oh, yeah, it has to be Heinz tomato sauce. Yeah. I don't like the cheapo. I can taste the difference. My son says I'm a label snob, but I can taste the difference. And as if the dogs can read, Rick. No poop and pee zone. Yeah, I'm sure the dog can read it. Dog's got to cock its leg, it's going to say, oh no, it says here I can't pee. Yeah, right. Oh gosh, I can tell the difference between cheap tomato ketchup, yeah. Real tomato ketchup, yeah. It's the same with Heinz beans. I don't like cheap beans. No, Lidl doesn't taste like Heinz. Lidl tastes like Lidl. Nothing tastes like Heinz. No baked beans taste like Heinz baked beans. I'm sorry, but they don't. I could do a blindfold test and tell you where the beans are. You give me cheap beans, I know the cheap beans, yeah. Oh, buzzing up and down my back. It's nice. Bzzz. No, I'm definitely a food snob, I've decided. I really am a food snob. I used to like, I don't know whether it was little yogurt ones, the expensive yogurts. Oh, my friend's little boy's seen the Super Mario movie, yeah. It's not my sort of thing, Rick. I can't sit through movies. I can't. I fidget. I get the jitters. My legs start jumping about. I cannot sit still to watch 2 hours of movies. I have to get up and walk about. How can you sit still for 2 hours or 2.5 hours, Rick? I can't. I get the fidgets. It's meant for kids anyway, isn't it? It's not meant for adults. I mean, my friend's little boy's only 11, so he liked it, yeah. Hi, Jeannie. Yeah, it was sunny here today. I wouldn't say it was warm. I didn't go out, but it was sunny. Yeah. Our internet keeps going off as well. Oh, you're a right kid at heart, aren't you, Rick? Guardians of the Galaxy. What's the noise? It's my chair plugged in. You know, it's going zzz, zzz, zzz. It'll knock itself off in a minute. It's me electric chair, Nathan. It's buzzing on my back. It only lasts for so long, about a quarter of an hour, then it turns itself off. I went and put some coal on the fire and my back went. My back did not like it. So I put my chair on. La, 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 la. I feel lost without my knitting or my crochet. No, the Shad wasn't on last week either, Kaz. I don't know where he was. Probably gone fishing for his crappie, whatever a crappie is. I have no idea what a crappie is. It must be another name for a fish or something. It's not something else, Nathan. It's not that at all. It's my chair going up and down my back, going zzz, 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 zzz. That's what it is. It's not as good as the separate one I used to have that fitted on the back of a chair, but that was really used to pummel me. That was one of those. What did you call it? Not an acupuncture. What was it called? Shiatsu. That was it. God, that was brutal. Oh yeah, Mary Quant. She died. Was it yesterday or the day before? Oh dearie me, Jean. My niece has had COVID again for the third time. She wasn't that poorly this time, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, that shiatsu massage. Oh God, it was rough that one though. I got rid of the chair, the massage thing. It was it was blooming. Oh, we can keep all your serious viruses, Jeannie. I don't want any of them. Thank you. I've not had my fourth COVID jab, and I don't want one. I was so poorly after the third one, I didn't want any anymore. Oh, I think we've got them over here as well, Rick. Yeah. They close them down here, but then they pop up again somewhere else. There used to be one in Prestwich, would you believe? Just up the road from me. Have they said what he died from? I don't know. A lot of these group members are dying off, aren't they? They've released what was, well, we all knew it was Paul O'Grady. It was a heart attack, wasn't it? They've confirmed it. He had a massive heart attack while he was in bed asleep. It's all these pop stars. I mean, they live a high life. They, yeah, I mean, it's the lifestyle they lead, isn't it? If they're not drinking or drugging, it's still the lifestyle they lead. On the road, eating rubbish and stuff like that, yeah. Yeah, Paul's had 3 heart attacks before. He knew he was on borrowed time, but he wouldn't do anything about it. He might have lived a bit longer if he would have retired, but it wasn't what he wanted to do. Yeah, I think he's Paul O'Grady, um, Lily Savage. He used to. That was his alter ego. You may not have known him so much in America, but he was a big star over here in the UK. Yeah, I don't know whether he went to America much. I don't know whether they would get his humour, but he was very, very funny. Very, very funny guy. But a lot of his humour, I don't think the Americans would have got it. But that's my opinion anyway. uh, a lot ruder than Dame Edna. And a lot better, a lot more talented than Dame Edna, I might say. Yeah, he was a. Yeah, I watched The Love of Paul. I've been watching. There's been a lot of YouTube videos as well of him being on, the Michael Parkinson show and everything like that. Yeah, been watching them. Got my Cadbury's cream egg, and it's not one of the ones that is winning. That's white on one side and brown on the other. You see how many millions they collected for Battersea Dog Zone in his honour? God, it was great. Those poor little doggies will be living the life of Clover for a while. Hmm, bit dried up in the middle. I believe he actually asked the Queen, did she want a rescued cargo? Oh no, he was nothing like Jimmy Savile. bit dried up in the middle of my egg. We can't see the yolk, can you? Oh, there you can. I wonder where they reburied Jimmy Savile, because nobody wanted him, did they? Nobody wanted Jimmy Savile on their land. I haven't used my Addy for about 3 years now. Still in the shed. I keep meaning to get it out, but I've got nowhere to put it. I've got a space now on my table in the shed, but I want to put the sewing machine there. I've tried one. I did knit one, but I don't know. I mean, I didn't knit it because I wanted to make anything with it. I just knitted it when I was trying it out. Yeah. Yeah, when she kept throwing the glasses in the Thames, didn't she? I very rarely listen to the radio. I used to do, but with no radio in here. I could listen to it through the computer, or I could listen to it through Alexa, but I don't. All I ever made on the Addy was narrow scarves on the small Addy and hats on the big Addy. That's all I ever made. Oh, my phone, it doesn't hold the charge long. I haven't got a fancy phone. I wouldn't know what to do with a panel if I made it, because I'm no good at sewing things together. My sewing together goes a bit like that, and I'm too big, These little sweet little tiny little things can do a flat panel and make a sweater, can't they? But I've got a bit the inside of millet. People don't listen to the radio like they used to. I used to like Piccadilly Radio and Radio Caroline and things like that. When I was younger, we used to all listen to the radio. Everybody did. We used to listen to, well, the top of the pops or the top 20 or something like that. And I used to listen to Piccadilly. That used to be our local Manchester radio. Radio Manchester I used to listen to. I used to listen to the radio when I had a car because the car radio was always on when I switched the car on. But since I don't have a car anymore, I did get a little radio actually to put on, to so I wouldn't have to listen to the squeaking on my scooter. But I've never plugged it in. I've got a USB port on my scooter, but I charged it up, the little radio, but yeah, the anti BBC, anti Beeb. They used to have some good programs on though. They used to. My mum used to like listening to the stories, and they used to have plays on and things like that that she used to like listening to. My mum. And she used to like the Archers, and Mrs. Dale's Diary. She used to love things like that. When I was little, we used to listen to Journey into Outer Space. It was great listening to stories like on the radio because your imagination used to work. Whereas when you're watching on the TV, I don't like, the TV serializations of books that I've read because they always mess them about and they're not like how you imagine. And the people who are taking part in them are not like the people you've imagined in your head. Yeah, Audible books. I've never actually, I keep saying I'm going to kind of join that because, yeah, Waggoner's What, yeah. They're not the same, are they, when you watch them on the telly and you're thinking, that's not how I imagine whoever to look like. I mean, I used to read Agatha Raisin books, and she was a middle aged, frumpy woman in the book. And when it came on the television, it was a blonde, glamorous woman. And I'm like, that's not Agatha Raisin, yeah. They pick sort of glamorized people that they'll say so and so was a gnarly old man with a squint and big ears. And then this dishy fella comes on the television. And you're like, that's not such a body that in the book. He's supposed to be a gnarly old man with big ears. Oh, the books are always much better than the films. The films are always Americanized. Sorry, American, but they do. American films have a thing against old people. If it's an old grandma in an American film, she's always Botoxed up to death and so glamorous. Whereas that's not what she is. She's supposed to be an 80-year-old woman, a grandma or something. She's not supposed to look like she's just stepped off a fashion parade. And that's what I can't find believable. That there aren't any old actresses in American films. We do have them quite over here in the English ones, yeah. Yeah, they don't, you know, they're all air dried and blown, aren't they? And she's supposed to be a granny or something. I don't know whether you need a TV license to listen to the radio. I don't think you do you? Yeah, but they don't want to be old. They don't want to do grandma things, do they? TV license, I don't know. I've just paid it. I should know. They've just took it out. I think it's about 90 quid or something, isn't it? They just took it out of my bank account. That's why I'm poor. Everything's come out this month. Yeah. I think it's about nine. It's about £90 or something. I don't know. Somebody can look it up for me. I haven't dared look at my bank account this month. There's too much gone out of it. There's a heck of a lot more gone out of it than gone into it. I know that much. We all have those months, and I've just had one. Normally it's 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, but this month I think it's 2 steps forward and 4 steps back. £150. Well, that's what they've just took out of mine. Then I think they pay. I think they took it all in one. Or whatever it is, they've just took it out of my bank account. I'll probably be overdrawn now. Yeah, there's nothing to watch, is there? That's why I can't afford Sky or all these other Netflixes and stuff like that. It was £46 a month for Sky. That was what, nearly 3 years ago before I cancelled it. It's gone up now. I don't mind them when you didn't get much for your money on Sky, because if you wanted Sky Movies, that was extra. If you wanted Sky Sports, that was extra. If you wanted Disney, that was extra. I don't think they make black and white TVs anymore now. No, the BBC used to have some really good programmes back in the 90s, good comedy programmes, good factual programmes and everything. All right, Kaz, you enjoy your sleep, yeah? Your Sam is not happy about anything, is he, Jane? Bet you're glad he's moved out, aren't you? Oh, then he can't see what you're watching. Night night, Kaz. See you next week. My chair's still buzzing. It should have stopped by now. I'm going to stop it. It's taking too much electric. It's keep buzzing, this chair. Normally it switches off after a little while. It's still going. Turn it off. Can't afford the electric. Oh, gosh. Oh. I don't think it did me back any good anyway. All that buzzing up and down. Well, I'm not stopping on too long tonight, people, because of my eyeballs. And I want to get some sleep, actually, before the dogs wake me up at 2:30, which they will do the minute my family leave. They will come and jump on me. And I know they will. So it won't be a long video tonight. I just feel sort of droopy. Oh, I'm going to enjoy myself, Kaz. Put my music on. Do what I feel like it. The nightclubs are fine. I won't be going this week, though, because I won't leave the dogs. Irene said, oh, put them in the conservatory and all that. I shall. He sounds a dictator, your Sammy. Tell him to go and Sammy off, I would. You don't live here anymore. Go away. I will laugh at what I want to laugh at. Why do kids rule our lives? Why do we allow them to read our lives, rule our lives? Oh, I do feel droopy. Oh, I had to buy this one. They don't give you nothing. Bye-bye, Kaz. I don't have to go to work tomorrow, and yet I feel like going to sleep. If I nod off, can you carry on without me? Oh, dear. I feel so... Why is it when you've got the slightest thing wrong with you, you just feel bleh? You do, don't you? Feel all bleh. You've got 2 weeks off. I've got till Thursday. They're coming back Thursday night. I've got from 2:30 tomorrow morning until Thursday. Have you missed anything? Oh, I don't know. Me being stupid, yeah, as usual. I don't know what you missed, John. Me having conjunctivitis. That's why I'm wearing pink glasses. My family are going to Spain for a few days. But they're not going till... Oh, my eyes are itching. And I shouldn't be itching them. Oh, stop it, Janet. Stop it. Oh. Oh. My eyes are itching. Oh. My eyes are driving me crackers now. You're covering a pair of canvas shoes. Yeah, I've got some drops. I've got some antibiotic drops. Supposed to be putting them in every 2 hours. I feel like I've got lumps of coal underneath the eyelids. It's really sore and itchy. That's why I'm not going to be stopping on long tonight, because I need to put some more drops in and then go to bed. Take my tablets. I forgot to take them yesterday, so that's not helping. I forgot to take them yesterday. Oh, look at that lovely pink eye. Yeah, I went to the GP. Didn't get an appointment. Just got a message back saying, go and see the pharmacist. Went to see the pharmacist. It cost me £16 for some drops, which the pharmacist said the doctor should have given me. You itch because I'm itching. Oh, gosh, yeah. It's nice being a hermit, Sean. I like being a hermit. I like not going out, although I do go out because, of my home situation. But when I lived on my own, I was in all the time and I loved it. I hardly ever went out the door unless I needed food. I was quite happy in my house. Now I go out because I just don't feel happy here. So I go out to go out the way. But all this week I shall stay in and I'll be happy, happy, happy. I'll be happy staying in. Irene's going, you can still go out. I'm like, no. I will be happy staying in, just me and the dogs. I shall shut the front door and lock it and only open it if anybody comes. With parcels, which they may do. I love being at home on my own when there's nobody in. I love it. Yeah. I didn't realise how much I loved it until I lived with people. I just don't like living with people. I like living on my own. I've decided that I prefer to be on my own. But it's not going to happen anymore. You can hide in your... I can't even hide in a craft room, can I? Maybe in the summer I can hide in my shed, yeah. Yeah, you've had a bit of a few things. I mean, you're just being greedy, Shell. You're having everything. I've just got the bad back, which is normal. And the eyes now. Apart from that, I'm all right. My son would argue that, but I'm all right. He would say I'm a bit batty, but still. Yeah, I've eaten a Mars bar and a Cadbury's cream egg. I've eaten tonight. Oh, gosh. Yeah, you're having it all. You're having everybody else's as well there, Sharon, aren't you? As long as they are working. That is the main thing. If they're not working, then that's not a good thing. But if they are working, keep taking the tablets, girl. Yeah. Ham and potatoes in the crock pot. Oh, I'm having no crock pot dinners and no air fryer dinners for a week. Yay! I hate that air fryer. I won't use it. I certainly don't use the crock pot. What will I be eating? Probably junk. Things I can put in the oven. I know it costs money and I know it takes longer, but I do not like them air fryer. I don't like them. They taste funny. I'm sorry, but they do. I can tell when things are done in the air fryer. They're soggy and they're not. Bleh. Oh, your mum's poorly. Oh dear. I hope I don't get anything else. But we never know what life's going to chuck at us, do we, Sean? I bet you didn't know what life was going to chuck at you, did you, love? Some people have all the luck in that department, and other people breeze through life and never get a thing. Life is not fair. I've decided it's not. No, I just don't like the way they put roasted potatoes in ours and they taste horrible. Whatever they put in there, it doesn't taste right. And anything with pastry, waste of time putting it in there because it comes out soggy. I'm sorry, but I like the oven. I know it's more expensive to use it, but I like the oven. I don't like my fries in there. I don't like anything in that air fryer. I just don't. The taste to me, I can taste the difference. It's like when they put margarine on my bread. I know, you're getting more than your fair share, aren't you there, Sean? No, if you're going to have something with pastry, it's got to go in the oven. Crispy pastry. I do not like soggy pastry. Same when they put sausages in the air fryer. Ugh. I like my sausages in the frying pan or under the grill. I do not want my sausages in the air fryer. I just don't like things cooked in there, Jill. Maybe it's me. I just don't like them. I'm old-fashioned. I prefer my stuff done the old-fashioned way. I want my vegetables boiled on the stove. Yeah, it's awesome if you like jazz. My brother used to like jazz. I never did. I've not used ours, it's sat there. Arian uses it, I don't. He puts things in like chicken goujons and stuff, and I'm like, no, soggy. I'm sorry, but they're soggy. They're not crispy, like if you put them in the oven. If you put your chicken goujons in the oven, they're nice and crispy on the outside. They're not soggy. I don't like soggy things. I want a chip pan. We're not allowed to have a chip pan. I could set myself on fire. I only use my microwave for my porridge or to heat up my heat pads. That's the only thing I use the microwave for. You know, those heat pads that you have beans and stuff in them. I put my heat pad in there every night before I go to bed. Then I put it in my bed to keep me warm because I put it on my back. I can't go to sleep if my back's not warm. So once my back's nice and toasty, I fall asleep. I don't like oven chips at all. They're dry and I don't know. I don't touch it, Nathan, so I don't know. So I don't eat popcorn. I don't like popcorn. I'm a weirdo. Don't like popcorn, don't like nuts. The only popcorn I like is butter kissed. And even that doesn't taste the same because they've taken something out of it. Oh God, influences, they get me wick. That's what they get their money for, influencing you to buy things. And like little sheep, everybody goes out and buys these things because they're influencers. It's like this resurgence of the Addy and the Centro. That's all because the influencers have all got you to buy them. I mean, they'd all gone off, haven't they? People bought them about 10 years ago when I bought mine, then it went off. Nobody bothered with them anymore. And then these young influencers bought them. And now everybody has to buy one again. You know. It's, you know. Same with makeup. Everybody's got to buy this makeup. Everybody's got to buy this wrinkle cream because some influencer says it's better than this. And, you know, and I'm like, oh, God, you know. I'm not so gullible. I'm like, yeah, right, okay. People try and wrinkle cream on who look about 25, yeah. Yeah, it's going to go out of fashion. You know it is, Chris. Everything comes and goes in fashions, doesn't it? Most of our microwaves wouldn't even hold a turkey. Yeah, I like a cheese toaster maker, yeah. Oh, Chris, Rick, you and your songs and stuff. I am a bit like that, Jane. If everybody's doing something in crocheting, knitting, everybody's buying this, everybody's buying that, I won't. I'm a rebel. I'm like, no, I don't want it. I am not a sheep. Oh gosh, whatever it is you're saying, I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, I'm a rebel. I am a rebel. Yeah, I definitely dance to my own tune. Yeah. If blue is the colour of this year, I wear red. Yeah. I don't want to be. like the herd. I don't want to be like the rest. I never have been, not from being a kid. My mum used to get really mad at me. If she bought a dress and somebody up the street bought the same dress as me, I wouldn't wear that dress again. And she said, "Why won't you wear it?" I said, "Because I don't want to look like Sandra up the street. She's got my dress." You know, that's why I started designing my own crochet, I think, because I didn't want people. I've had it a while, this one. I'm wearing black and white today. Got a black dress on, a white cardigan. Yeah. No, look, I can't understand how the young girls all want to look alike. They all want the trout pout lips, they all want whatever. And you can't tell one from another anymore. I would rather be individual. At one time, you could tell who a person was. Now they all look alike. And somebody wears this kind of pair of shorts or something. And oh, yeah, the caterpillar eyebrows. Oh, my God, where did they come from? Like monobrow, aren't they? Well, they put them on like, they look, those, what they call them, where they scrape it on. Yeah, they're drawn on with a Sharpie. Yeah, they have them bladed, don't they, or whatever. Oh, God, they're awful, aren't they? You think, are they stuck with them for the rest of their life? Have they been bladed on? They're going to regret that when they get to about 80, aren't they, Yeah, Liam Gallagher with the eyebrows, yeah. Oh, those fur lashes that are about an inch and a half long. What do they look like? My diabetic nurse, I could not take my eyes off her. She had inch and a half fur lashes on and great massive trout pout lips, and she has tattoos down her face. She's my diabetic nurse. And I'm like, really? And I was like watching her lips all the time she was talking to me. I wasn't even listening to what she was saying. I'm like, what have you done to yourself? Hello, Anglesey. Yeah, stars and whatnot's all down her face and stuff. No, all down her face. She had stars. She got them all over her. Everywhere. All over her arms and everything. All down her neck and everything. But, I'm like, no. And I bet she was a nice fucking girl underneath all that. But I'm not joking. Her eyelashes were fur and they were about an inch and a half long. But the black fur. And her lips, they couldn't have been pumped up anymore if she tried. Pneumatic lips. She just looks silly. Yeah, a girl walked in the cafe the other week when we were all sat there, and it just went silent when she walked in because she looked so stupid with these eyelashes and lips and stuff, and we all went. I don't know whether she noticed or not, but we were all, the conversation just stopped. Yeah, well, I was at the job centre, the number of job vacancies that used to say no visible tattoos. Of course, they like the attention. Why else would they do it? And then they say, don't stare at me, don't they? You're like, well, don't dress like that. I don't like men staring at me. Well, don't dress like that and don't do that to your face. You don't want men staring at you. For goodness sake. Yeah, boobs out here. Then they go, men are looking at my chest and not at my face. It's like, well, don't get double G implants then. I'm doing it for myself, as they say. No, you're not. Oh, I couldn't. I was bad enough when I had my ears pierced. That was enough for me. I was about 34 before I had my ears pierced, and that was enough. There's no way anybody's going to pierce my belly button or any other part of me. Yeah, people can do what they want, but why complain that people stare at you? You know, if you're going to alter your body in that respect with, like you said, piercings all over the place, tattoos all over the place, great big boobs, pneumatic lips and that, don't complain when people stare. Because it's not, people are going to look at you like you're weird, you know. If you walk down the street like that, people are going to stop and stare at you. It's just natural. Because they're like, what the heck did I just see them, you know? You know, I don't know what the world's coming to. God, that'd be a noise abatement society be after you over here if you were blasting. I wouldn't want to go into a cafe with sound systems blasting everywhere. I go into a cafe and want to listen to what somebody's talking to me. It's not a great idea spreading that around my world. Might be for you young'uns. I hate it when there's booming, booming, booming music whenever I go. You go in a shop, it's boom, 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 yeah. It is if it's quiet enough. Quiet enough. Yeah, everybody's clones. The young girls today all look like clones, don't they? You can't tell one from another. They all look alike. There's no individuality anymore. This is what, yeah. I don't want cafe. I don't want music that loud in my ears when I'm going anywhere. I don't mind background music. I don't mind background noise, but I don't want boom, 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 boom coming at me from a shop. I mean, we used to have shops in Manchester when I used to be able to walk about and go. And you'd go in and you want to buy a pair of jeans or something. I had to come out. The music was deafening. And I'm like, oh my God, no, can't stand all this. Yeah, and it doesn't do anything for your hearing. It's no wonder young ones are deaf, yeah. Listen, I'm old. I don't know what you're talking about, Rick. I don't know about high resolution, high fidelity, or anything. Mm, I'm old. The young ones might understand what you're talking about, but I don't. I would hate to go in a cafe with music blaring out there. I wouldn't go in. I hate that music. Yeah, so what? So I don't expect them to understand 90s music. I don't expect them to. But I don't want that in a cafe where I would be going in if they wanted in their own cafe. But you're saying you want it all over the place. No, stick it in the young bits where they go. I don't want it in my bits. Yeah. I don't understand 90s music because that's not my music anyway. I just don't like. Yeah, I just don't like music or whatever you want to call it. And I certainly don't like, was it electro or something? People do. It's just not mine. Yeah. I like to go into a shop, hear myself think, buy what I want. Yeah. But why does everybody think we want all this boom, boom, bang, bang, woof, 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 woof everywhere we go? We don't. And it's not just old people. I don't think lots of middle-aged people don't like it either. And I know you're a fan of this young Japanese music stuff, but I'm not. To me, they're all a load of androgynous people jumping up and down. Can't tell if the boys are girls, can't tell what they are. Yeah, I won't go in shops where the music's loud, I just won't go in it. Gives me a headache when I walk in. Oh God, yeah. Especially at Christmas. Why do they think we want to hear noddy old? I used to work in Asda. Oh God, and they started turning the Christmas music on. Oh, horrible. I just don't like modern music. End of story, yeah. Yeah, why is it necessary? Oh, Christmas music. I mean, especially if you're not off. I'm not anti-Christmas. I don't mind a little bit of softly playing Christmas music about a fortnight before Christmas, yeah, but not in November. And when you're working in a store, it's murder. You're trying to put your stuff away and do your things, and you got an audio, they're going, it's Christmas. And you're like, oh. Oh, it used to be murder, Chris, at Christmas. It used to be murder. I used to hate working there at Christmas when they put the music on. And everybody's going, oh, isn't it lovely Christmas? Do I like the Beatles? I did like the Beatles. Back then, I liked the Beatles. Not so much now, because it's old hat, really, now, isn't it? But I think young people are afraid of being in the quiet. I don't know what it is about them. Are they afraid of their own thoughts? Like you say, are they afraid of sitting and, you know, not having constant stimulation, video games, what's it games? Are they frightened of being on their own? Are they frightened of sitting quietly, reading a book or doing something? Do they have to have music on? Do they have to have video games on? Do they have to have everything all the time? It's just sad. Are they ever quiet? Do they ever walk down the seafront, listen to the sea without earphones in, blasting music in? You know, I mean, here on the seafront here, they're ploughing into you on the bikes because, and they're walking along the seafront, walking their dogs, and they've got their earbuds in all the time, and they don't know what's going on around them or anything because they're listening to music the whole time. And I'm like, you're by the sea. You're looking at the waves. Why do you have to have blasting music in your ear holes all the bloody time? How am I feeling? Oh, I've got gritty eyes, but apart from that, I'm all right. Yeah. No, I don't know why people, like I say, a lot of younger people cannot appreciate silence, appreciate the sound of the waves, appreciate whatever. Why do they have to have music blaring all the time? You never go into a young person's house and it's silent, quiet. They've got to have the TV on in the corner, they've got to have the radio on in the corner, they've got to have a game on, whatever. Do they never actually sit and read or sit and do anything without? I love the quiet, yeah. When I go down the seafront, oh, God, the number of people who walk into me. They walk into my scooter's big enough, it's like a small car, and they walk into me because they're like that, walking down the seafront. Boom, walk into me. And then they glare at me as if I'm in the wrong. And I'm like, look where you're going. And they've got the earbuds in on the phone. So they're not listening to you and they're not looking at you. They're in a little one of their own. They're going to be deaf and blind before they get to 40. Because having earbuds in your ears is not good all day long, is it? You know. I love being quiet. I love reading in the quiet. I don't need the TV on. I don't need the radio on. I don't need anything on. I just read, yeah. I tell you, some of them wouldn't even hear a car or they wouldn't even hear them. Yeah, they sit together, don't they? I see them, 3 or 4 girls or 3 or 4 boys, and are they talking to each other? No. You know, oh, you didn't hear a fart. Not from me, you didn't anyway. No, they don't talk to each other, do they? They're all on the phones. I see them in the cafe, sat next to each other. And occasionally they'll go, No, I'm very good with quiet, yeah. I like being quiet. I go into a little zone when I'm reading. My mother used to say that you've got your nose in a book. It's no good me talking to you when you've got your nose in a book. I switch off completely when I'm reading. Switch off all the world, switch off. Hi, Lashira. I love the quiet. When I'm in on my own, I won't have the radio on or the telly on all day long. You know, the computer may be on in the corner, but it won't be making any noises. It'll just be on. You know, so I can look at emails or whatever, and sometimes I can look at YouTube if I feel like looking at YouTube. Um, but no, it's not a constant noise when I'm on my own. I'm very, very quiet. I think it's an age group thing. Hi, Magali. But you know, when it's nice and sunny and it's warm, and I do go on the seafront, I love just to hear the waves going backwards and forwards, and it's very quiet where we are because there's no tourists really just next to where I am. You get the odd dog walker walking past, and those electric scooter things that drive them be stupid because they zip up behind you. Well, I was like an only child because my brother was like 9 years older than me. I used to just sit in the quiet. My mum would disappear off. She'd be doing her knitting. We had a big shed, like a crafting shed, when I was young. And she'd be in the shed doing on a knitting machine, and I'd be in the house on my own because my brother would be out and my dad would be at work. And I'd be just painting, or I'd be doing a jigsaw or reading, you know. Never had the radio on or anything like that. Used to be just brought up in the quiet, you know, because the TV was never like it is now. The TV just came on for about an hour for the kids in the afternoon. That was about it, really. Yeah, I love to just hear the sea, you know, coming in, waves going out. It's not as interesting here as it would be if I lived in like a fishing village. I love the sound of the sea in like a fishing village when you see the boats and things like that. Here's a little bit boring. It's just the sound of the sea, in and out, in and out. But I'm looking forward to, you know, it being warm enough to just go and park my scooter and just sit on the seafront and read or whatever. I'm surprised you've not got your earbuds stuck in your ears, Rick. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my crocheting up. It's not very often. It's warm enough though to sit there. It's bloody sea breezy. But with my new scooter, with having the front like that, if I sat facing the sea and the sea breeze, it wouldn't be blasting me in the face, would it? Be like it usually does. No, I was an only child, really, because my brother was so much older than me that we didn't play together, if you know what I mean. And my house was so tiny that I never had friends in it or anything like that. Yeah. Yeah, I sit in the garden. I used to sit on my decking, as you know, when I lived in Prestwich. Sit on my decking, just have a book or my crocheting, no music, no nothing. Just listening to the birds used to twitter and tweet, and it used to be so peaceful back there. I miss that so much. It was so quiet, so warm, so quiet, so nice. Just the little birds. Everybody used to comment when I used to make my videos out there, saying they could hear the birds, tweetering and all that. Occasionally the church bells would ring, but that was only about once a week. It was just so peaceful, yeah. Because next door used to be out at work. Next door the other way, she never was home. She used to take her kids off somewhere in the morning. She was never in. So it was so quiet. Beautiful it was. It's not the same here. Time to take Christine to the potty. Yes, and I'm not stopping on long tonight, like I said before. I need to get some sleep in before they go off about 2:30. I'd like to get a couple of hours. I used to live in a very quiet street, Sean. There was no traffic going by. There's no traffic much here, actually. It's quite quiet here, but a different kind of quiet. Now we've got the dogs going all the time. But my Buster, he didn't bark much unless somebody came to the door. And little Gigi didn't bark much either. You going to bed here now, Jane? Yeah, I'm going to be going to bed. I want to get some sleep in before they disappear and I get the dogs. And I need to put some more eye drops in, actually, before we get to bed. So I am going to go, people. Hopefully next Saturday I'll be more lively and my eyes will have recovered. Look at them pink eyes. Oh, like a mouse. Right, people, I'm going to go. So nighty night to everybody, and thank you all for joining me. And I will see you all maybe in the week. You never know. Bye now.